thought I'd just give you a haul from our trip to London to the Stitch Festival and Liberty. I'm going to start with Liberty because I know that everybody's really excited to see that. So, first up, I got the most beautiful tote bag. The reason why I went for this one is because it had a bit of everything on. It didn't scream tote bag from Liberty. It screamed Liberty if you knew what Liberty was. And it was only £5 more than the like standard Liberty tote, so I thought that was a great idea. I got 2 pieces of fabric, so these were in like a remnant box. I didn't buy any by the yard or the meter because we do have a trade account, so these were just like little things for us. So this one is called the Tana Lawn, and this one is Yellow Betsy Eco. So I'm excited to see what I can do with those. I picked up this little Alice Caroline England kit. So it's a makeup and coin purse pattern, but it did come with the fabric, the nylon fabric, and the zips along with the pattern. So I'm excited to play with that and give that a go. This was just for fun. It's a nylon patch of the crown. Again, needed that in my life. You have to excuse me little what's the word I'm looking for? Excuse my crumpling. It's because I've got things in bags so I can eventually put it away. This is a pincushion. It is the pair, so it's £11.95. I actually don't think things were overly priced, if I'm honest, but I chose this one because I loved this fabric and this one, and then it had the Liberty House fabric in as well. So that I can sit and remind me of those things. So I'll pop that one there. And then this gorgeous crown pincushion. I mean, you can't go to London and not buy a crown, if you ask me. So I'm very excited about that one. And then finally, the thing I'm most excited about, and this was a splurge, and it is going to be just for show. I probably never ever use it, but I did buy the Liberty House. Now, what did they call this? Victorian sewing box. And so this is the front, and it's got a little bit of embroidery, and it's obviously the Liberty Tudor house, which, fun fact, is made out of 2 old boats, which I thought was fun. But if I just move these little bits out of the way so I can show you, when you open it up, it folds out into a little sewing box. So then you've got the tape measure, a thimble, your handy dandy seam ripper, some scissors. You can open these up actually and have a look and get rid of those. And those are the scissors, which are again very pretty, and they are in there. So, oh, and the pincushion, which did come with 2 lovely little pins. But I mean, it was a splurge. It was £39.95, but I don't live close by to Liberty, so I don't imagine that this is a thing that I often do, and I couldn't not. I'm sure my mum will show you her haul. She did also get quite a few things similar to me, but we did both have one of these, so I can't wait to put that on my shelves to just stare at and look at it. I'm going to pop that over there just so I can enjoy it from here. Now, the important stuff. was what we splurged on at the Stitch Festival. Now I do want to just start off by saying we did save up quite some time to go to the Stitch Festival, so this is why we have purchased quite. I think these are all things that we wouldn't necessarily buy. They're not business related, they are for our personal use and for us to enjoy. So the first thing so this was the very first purchase that I made. It's the Honey Pot Cottage from Thimble Wood, and this is a sewing box, a pin. It's a pin cushion, I believe. In the tree you put your scissors. It has a little needle case, and it comes with everything you could possibly need for it, along with the pattern and how to do it. So I'm going to thoroughly enjoy making that, because one can never have enough pin cushions, if you ask me. Okay, next up, another little kit. So this is from a company called Cotton Fairy, and it is Elsie Mouse. So I am not a knitter. I do not knit very well. I'm dyslexic. I've mentioned that in a few videos, and the lady who designed these said she had written her patterns and knitting patterns with dyslexia in mind, not using any abbreviations, making it very easy for those with dyslexia to follow. So I'm very, very excited to give this little jumper a try. But this is the Elsie Mouse kit. I did choose yellow because my favourite colour is yellow, and again that comes with everything you'll need: the yarn, the needles, the fabric, this little pack of bits and bobs, and again the pattern. So that's another little kit I'm going to thoroughly enjoy doing. I will tag all the companies I can find in the description, so if they've got websites or Instagrams, I will pop them all in there, so you can go and have a look for yourself. I know my mum bought another mouse as well, which is quite exciting. Next up, another kit. Now this is I'm super excited for. So this is by a lady called the Seductive Stitch. She's on Instagram. I can't remember where she's based, but she does do a really fun workshop called Sip and Sew. So if you are close by to her, again I'll link her in the description. Sipping wine and stitching sounds like a whole bunch of fun. So this might not be everybody's taste. It's a little bit sexy. So this design was Roxy, and it comes with everything and anything you can imagine. Let me have a look and get it all out. So you get the hoop, the backing for the hoop, needles, the floss, which these are all on acrylic floss keepers, floss winders, whatever they're called. And this is the design that I went for, and it comes printed on your base fabric, ready to go. And in the booklet it does teach you everything you will need to know to go with that, and obviously it does come with a few pearls for you to adorn at the end. So I'm very excited to start that one. I have had a look at her other stuff on her Instagram, and they do get sexier as you go on. Again, might not be everybody's taste, but it was something that I thought was very different, something completely new to me. And fun fact is, I've never actually done in the hoop design. I've always done free flow stitching, slow stitch, with the designs from Moonlight Stitches. So I'm very excited for that one. And she was £29, I believe, which again, I don't think for everything, you just can't go wrong for that price. Let's have a look what else is next. What's in this little bag? Oh, this one, you'll like this one. This was very fun. So this is Imogen Melissa. She was mainly beads Now, some of these are Mum's, so this is a very teeny tiny hoop she had to have. She got very excited, but our favourite things were these tiny bead scoops. So I will pop those to the side because obviously they're for Mum and I better take them when I see her next time. I should be very upset. She then had pick 5 for so much, so I picked up 5 little beads and sequins. This is the colour I'd like to paint my craft room. I just love it. Periwinkle. So I think they were 5 for 9 or something along those lines. Can't remember. These are shell. I want to say mother of pearl or shell initials. Obviously the H is for myself and then the R is for my mum. So again, somehow I've ended up with those in my haul. I will take my H out and just pop that over there. I'll pop that in a little bag for Mum. And then this was a mystery bead bag for £5 and I could not believe the amount of beads in there. How cool are they? Like a 2-tone blue, pink, iridescent. We've got glass beads, tiny seed beads, bugle beads, larger. There's a bit of everything in there. Again, you just can't go wrong, if you ask me. I am going to pop that H in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that H for. Maybe a little scissor keep, like something on a pair of scissors. We'll have to let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas. Try and keep slightly organised as I'm going along. I'm doing this at 10:30 at night so that I can put things away because I really want to get sewing. If you watched our knitting and stitching show hauls, you know that we love Shute Lane fabrics. I bought a bunting kit from her last year and absolutely adored it. This time I went for more. So this is another snow. Couldn't say no. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but we all know I love a good snail. Then I picked up these in anticipation for summer. My idea was to make some lovely summer buntings. So we have 2 fabs and 2 rockets. If you are not from England, they are what you would call a popsicle, an ice lolly that we have here, and they're very iconic. And then I bought 4 of the smaller versions in the idea that these would just be plain, and then I might go to the local fabric store here and pick something similar to these and applique those onto the other 4. I thought how fun that would be for a summer bunting. I can whip that out and put it in the garden and oh, it looked gorgeous. I'll really enjoy that. Then lastly, this is me dreaming of my wife and I moving to Cornwall and living near the beach. So I picked up the little crab and the lighthouse and then 2 of the smaller prints in those matching. Again, I'm not sure what I'll do with those. I also don't know if I'd make them. I kind of feel like they'd look cute as a 9 patch, or even, oh, I don't know, they could be something, could be really fun. Oh, I should have bought more. Never mind. I can always order online, but just something super sweet for one day when I've got a beach hut on the coast of Cornwall. Oh, to dream. Let me have a look. These, oh, I loved these. So these are from a company called, well, a lovely lady called Kate Blandford. And I have been watching a lot of floss tubers this year and last year, and they have what's called a floss drop, and when I saw these I could not say no. So for those that don't know what a floss drop is, these are rings that you can store your floss on when you've kitted up. I think these will just be a decorative element in my craft space with some of my schemes of the prettier embroidery flosses I buy. I will show you because I have bought some gorgeous ones from Paintbox Threads as well. But I just enjoy that they were the little flowers, and you picked, so the whole thing was £10 and you mixed and matched. They did also have acrylic floss, like the one similar to the kits. They had I couldn't say no, so I went for it. So this time we'll put them in a bit of a thingy order. So let's try and see what way I've put them now. Oh no, beautiful. So my plan for those is I'm going to use them to display some of my more pretty schemes of hand-dyed flosses and just have it hanging, living its best life. Oh, I loved it. I think it's so pretty, so modern as well, because a lot of the stuff I find is not, it's not always as fun and funky as this, and I loved that. Then I picked up the little bag of badass. Again, this was a great little purchase. So it came with another floss organizer floss drop. So this one is great for my sewing box. So when I am traveling and I'm taking something, I can put, you know, lengths of the thread that I am using on there. Some gorgeous scissors in a glittery keeper. The only pair of scissors I bought, which I actually find incredibly shocking, because on Mum's list it was any and all scissors. Needle minder, so it's got the magnetic back, and needle threaders. So they all match. So these, I mean, again, so sweet. So you've got the clear heart, a matte black acrylic, oh no, yeah, black acrylic heart, and a gold glitter. I mean, those three in one of my sewing boxes. In fact, I do have a very glittery sewing box that would look so sweet, and even that, just keep him. Loved those, and you could choose certain colours for those. So I went for this, sorry for the crinkle, for the glittery gold, but I believe there was silver glitter, pink glitter, maybe a black glitter, I'm not sure. Really enjoyed that. I think that was £25, which I thought was, again, a lovely purchase. And I have had a little look on her Etsy shop, and she's got some gorgeous bits on, which I think I may have to do another order. Now then, Paintbox Threads. I'm just going to mute my PC. That is my Discord. Sorry. People telling me about their sewing things. So from Paintbox Threads, I bought these just because I thought they were so pretty. And these are what I was saying. I might unwind those and have them. Oh, can you imagine how cute? So we have two different sizes. So we've got 2 Pearly 8s, and these are a Pearly 12. So for anybody who's new to Pearly, the higher the number, the thinner it is. It's just that simple. So if it's a Pearly 8, it's thicker. Pearly 12, thinner. I bought these just because they were pretty. I have nothing in mind for them. I just thought they would look absolutely stunning hanging in my craft room. And who doesn't love a pretty pretty mix. I think this one's my favourite. So they were from Paintbox Threads. I think they were 5 for £12 maybe, something along those lines. Again, love them. I cannot remember the company I bought these from, but Mum did buy some big balls of materials, so hopefully she will mention those in her haul. But I bought these 2 skeins of Sari Silk. I'll be really honest, I have absolutely nothing planned with these. I just absolutely adored the colours, and I thought how lovely they will look on my shelf. So if anybody's got any crafts or anything they've used Sari Silk for, let me know what I can do to put these into justice. I know I can couch them down and things like that, but I think I'd like to use this for something a little bit more fun. So please do let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas what I could use those for. Now this is a bit of a mix of everything. Let me try and pull out the crinkles. Now, I bought some buttons. These are from somebody, I think it was the Orchard. I'm not completely sure. I will tag them below, but buttons. Couldn't say no. That's like a ceramic, a teeny tiny mushroom or fungi, and then a Charlie cat. So if you don't know, I have a Maine Coon mix and he's very ginger, so I couldn't leave without him. So I bought those. Then I did go to the lovely lady at Little Rosy Cheeks. I went to see her at the Knitting and Stitching show again last year, and I bought some sewing labels, but this time around I went for something more, so I got a freebie. And then I went for these, which say made by Auntie. So I hand make my godson's gifts for his birthday and Christmas every year. So I thought I needed these to put into those handmade gifts. Handmade, well, made by Auntie, and I just thought that was really sweet. And you know, in years to come, he'll be able to see that I made those, probably not care in his teenage adolescence. These ones say life is colourful, I think. Let me bring them out. So I thought they were really sweet, quite retro, pretty. I have since seen a video where she got some Spice Girls themed ones, and I didn't see them, and I'm really gutted. So that might be another website purchase for my collection. I can't remember what they said. I think she said they had swing it, make it, move it, made it on it, and I thought, oh, I would have had those for sure. And then these are just simple handmade in like a shadow block, and I thought they'd be nice for my swap, my items that I make. And they were the same offer as what they were at the Knitting and Stitching show, which I think was 3 for £16.50. Let me just try and move some bits out. Then I popped over to the Specky Seamstress. She had lots of fun things, but I picked up these labels. It's what's on the inside that counts. Again, I'm having a whole stash. I am a machine sewer above anything. That's where I started, so a lot of my swaps and things that I join are machine sewing, so I'd like to have those options. I then found this seam binding. I'm going to take it out of the packing. Sorry about the crinkle. And it has pretty, it's got scissors, pin cushions, tape, snips, safety pins. I just needed it, so I had those. And then, sorry, this I'm going to call it boob binding. Boob binding, seam binding, bias tape. I really enjoyed this. I have a friend that absolutely kicked breast cancer in the bum, and I would like to find some lovely fun fabrics and make her something for breast cancer awareness month, which I believe is in November. It could be October. Please forgive me if I've got that wrong. And I think it would just be a nice gift, and I really loved it that they were all different. So silly things, but special meaning behind it. Now then, what else do I have? There's more. It's just getting long. There's just so much. These are not sewing related, but absolutely gorgeous, and I could not say no. So I treated myself to the most beautiful bag. It's hand felted. It's a little mushroom cottage. It's got a little window. It's all hand felted. I couldn't not. And you wouldn't believe that this was £19.95. You know, some people really undersell themselves, but I saw myself gallivanting in Cornwall on my summer holidays in a pretty summer dress and needing it, so I picked it up, went for it. That is by far my favourite purchase. And then this tiny felted bumblebee brooch. Oh, there's a little smile. These were just for me. Again, how sweet. Look at it, little flat belly. So, what else have we got? This is from the Purple Stitches Co, I think. No, Purple Stitches Limited. Zips. I bought 2 zips. One is a sprinkle, like a cake sprinkle, hundreds and thousands, and the other is a striped. Now I do have a plan for this. I was gifted some sailor themed tattoo fabric, and I am supposed to make a vinyl project bag with that, and I think this zip will match that beautifully. I then picked up these. So this is what's the word I'm looking for? A closure. I'm going to just try and put them together so you can kind of see. So this is how it would look on the fabric, and when you open up your item, it will go like that. And then this little kitty cat is magnetic, and he things in there. So I bought these with specific fabric I have been gifted from North Korea in mind, and I realised that the Lucky Cat is not a Korean tradition, but I thought it would really complement the fabric, so I bought 2 because I was gifted 2 pieces. I will show it you really quickly actually, just because it was gorgeous. So that's the first one, and that's the second one, and I just feel like it would be something really pretty to give those, do something with them that's nice, if that makes any sense as to what I'm saying. Now, are we still in frame? Yes. There's still more. Roving. I went a little bit nuts. I didn't go nuts, but a little bit. I went on a fairy, needle felt fairy workshop with my mum a few months ago now, and I need to make more, so I picked up some base wool and I went for the cappuccino mix so I can have an array of beautiful fairy ladies of all shades and tones, because that is how I see the world. So I'm very excited about those. I then picked up a pick a mix bag, and all of these have specks in, so I just bought those because they were different. I did buy the other just because I liked it, but a cream green, like a mixture here, a navy blue, and then finally these two mixes, rainbow. Couldn't not. I don't know how they make those like skeins look so pretty, but one of those, and then like a pastel rainbow. So those are both with needle felt fairies in mind for all three of those. Fat quarters. These are pretty much all Tilda, I believe. I will check for salvage while we're going through. So these are from the Stitching Post. I bought the same deal last year at the knitting and stitching show. It was 10 fat quarters for £27.50. I only have 6 because Mum picked out 4 for herself. So the first one is this, and that is Cotton Bloom Sky by Tilda. Again, none of these have any plan. I just really liked them. These are exactly the same but in different colorways. I love vintage, and this screened vintage. So this is Makeover or Makeover, however that is pronounced. This is also a Tilda. Loved this. It's got little cats, hot air balloons, a elephant, ballerinas. I just really enjoyed that. Again, nothing in particular I've got planned for it, but I just needed it in my collection. I feel like that if there's one thing we can all agree on as crafters, it is that. This is a very simple floral piece. It's actually quite a low volume, so that could work as in a quilting world as a low volume piece. You could even use it as a background fabric for a slow stitch, and that is by Andover Fabrics. It doesn't seem to say its name. Pat 669 maybe. So I went for that one. Just again, I'm very floral based. I am drawn to florals. And then this one, couldn't say no. I don't know again what I'm going to use any of these for. There's no salvage on this, but I'm absolutely positive it's a Tilda fabric again. Like I said before, I do join a lot of swaps, so these do come in useful and I do use them. But just look at that colour. We're nearly there now. I'm sure you've all turned off and you're very bored. I purchased a tote bag from the merch stand. I just went for the black with the Stitch Festival on, and with that I got this free sewing kit. It said Sewing Mends the Soul, and I mean that's great to put in my purse, so I'm excited for that. I couldn't say no. I love a tote bag. I've got a problem, a really big problem. Finally, last but not least, this is a completely new hobby to me again, but I went for it. Mum completely encouraged me in all ways to get this. So I bought the Katie Jones Hip to be Square book. My mum, I can crochet, I'm just not super confident in myself, and I love the granny square clothing, and if I could, I would sit and crochet a million things that I see on Pinterest. Anyway, long story short, this was another person who I had mentioned that I really struggle because of my dyslexia, that I cannot read the patterns very well. And she explained that she was also dyslexic, and she wrote them again without any abbreviations, and it's very simple. This, then you do this, then you do this. So I went for it. I did get it signed by the lovely Katie Jones. So she was celebrating her 10 years of designs, which was really fun. And in here there are so many great things. So it goes through simple granny squares, it shows you how to finish and stitch them together, and there's multiple projects that I'm gonna go, I can give a go. Do a bucket hat, this cardigan, absolutely love it. You'll hopefully see me rocking that by next autumn. Poncho, I mean, who doesn't want a poncho? Definitely me. Blankets, everyone loves a blanket. Collars, there's a bit of everything. I mean, look, oh, much fun. But when you purchase this, so this was £15, you made the purchase of the book, you also got the goodie bag. I believe she was sponsored by Hobby Love, so you got a really fun, colourful bag. And in that you got a crochet hook, which is a 5.5mm, and it's gold, which very sassy. See if I can open it. It feels good. I couldn't tell you much about a crochet hook, but still I'm very excited about that. Now sorry about that squeak. Now I can make myself a crochet hook holder, and it came with 5 skeins of wool. So does it tell you what the type is? It's just acrylic wool by Amigo. It doesn't seem to, it doesn't say like it's a double knit or anything like that. It could be, I'm not completely sure with wool. So there was a red, pink, blue, gorgeous jade green, and black. So everything to get me started on practicing, giving that a go. And that is everything I purchased on my little jolly jaunt to the Knitting and Stitching Show and Liberty Fabrics, or Liberty London. We did buy some silly London souvenirs. Most of those I have put away now. I collect magnets, so I got a few magnets. I did get this lovely London tote bag. It's got Paddington on it. I didn't need it, just thought it was sweet. Got that. And I do collect salt and pepper shakers, so they are downstairs now in my collection, but I did get a Queen and a Corgi. Now I realise that King Charles is now in charge, but I just love the Queen. Not because I'm a royalist, just because I love the Queen. And then finally I did get the 175 years Henry Bear from Harrods, but he is already up on the shelf, out of the way, living his best lives, just because I was very scared that I'd ruin his box. I'm very clumsy, I like to drop things. So I really hope you enjoyed this haul. I know I've been chatting away, I don't know how long. 40 minutes 30, so it's going to be a nice cup of tea vlog. situation for you guys, but I do hope you enjoy. And again, anything that you can advise for the sari silks, any additional advice on my new venture into knitting and crochet would be great. And hopefully you enjoyed the content, and if you did, please hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed already, would be absolutely grateful if you could. And don't forget, I will link all the companies in the description box below for you. Bye.